This year, I finally decided to do a decorative vegetable garden. This kind of garden takes a lot of pre-planning, and that's why I'm drawing it right here on this piece of graph paper. Each square accounts for a square foot in the garden. And this is the garden right next to the chicken coop, where there's a very pretty dark green yew hedge all surrounding the plots where the vegetables and flowers will grow. And I'm making the beds all different shapes and sizes. And I'm thinking very hard about what I want to grow and how it will grow. Now that the plan is all done, and it looks pretty good, I've come out to the garden to implement it with some twine, some stakes, and some lime. What I want to do is mark out the pattern. The geometry of the garden is marked out with the bamboo stakes and strings. And then I take dolomite or granular lime and I mark out the pattern. Dolomite is a mineral component of the soil. It's like chalk, really, for this purpose. What I want to do is make an arc. I've used the corner of the garden as my center point, and I need to draw an arc from this line all the way over to here. So by measuring with a string to this corner, from corner to corner, I just hold the string, and I hold the lime in a cup right under the end of the string, like this. Excuse me, Max. Max is my 10-year-old chow dog, and if he could only garden, he's had lesson after lesson for all these years. He probably knows a lot more than I do. Just draw your mark. So you're really making a compass. So you see, this makes a very clear demarcation, and it's ready to continue digging out the paths and raising the beds. Once the pattern is clearly marked out, then I dig away the paths. This gives me a raised bed effect, and I really like planting all my vegetables and flowers in these raised beds in the vegetable garden. I don't like to use any other material as edging. I wouldn't put railroad ties or bricks in this vegetable garden because I like to change the pattern year to year, and this is by far the easiest way to do it. Using a square edging tool like this, a shovel like this, just mark out your edges right along the line. This gives you a clear cut. And then, using a flat scoop shovel like this, pick up the excess dirt and throw it up on top of your beds. This way we have a raised bed of about 3.5 to 4 inches, and you have a very clear path on which to walk. These paths will be covered with salt hay or a good straw, seedless straw, or the cut grass from your lawns. It makes a very good path cover. That way you avoid having muddy paths, but it also just looks good. We're making a decorative garden here. Make it look good. And remember, the garden soil is full of compost, rich in manure and organic matter. And year to year, I keep building up the nutrients in the soil so that my vegetables will grow. Once you get all the paths dug out like this, giving yourself those raised beds, then it's time to place the plants and see how your pattern is going to look. Here are just a few of the things that I'm going to be planting. These are red cabbages. And you have to give them space to grow. Place your plants. In a decoration, you really have to pay attention to the growing habits. These are large, so give them plenty of room. Something that I know likes to grow near cabbages, marigolds. These are the small French variety that I've grown from seed in little peat pots. I'll break these up and place these very nicely in rows, and then something large in the center, maybe a pole with pole beans. We'll see. And remember, one rule that you have to keep in mind when you're planting a vegetable garden is to rotate your crops. Don't plant the same thing in the same place next year. Just remember, rotation, very important. Max, you want to help? Uh-oh, he's leaving the garden. I'm going to plant.